Hello everyone, it's Jackie here and it's a bit sudden. Here's a video from For All Times. It's supposed to be an otome game, however the card battle part is quite hardcore, at least for me, who is very bad at strategy. So this is like my trial to do the manual battling, because in the games most of the time I use the auto battle, so AI or the computer will just take care of all the battling for me. You need to do some battles to get your resources, and then of course for the main plot to move forward, right? So here I am trying to understand what the hell this card do, because usually I just use the auto battles. Yeah, in fact I do feel a bit amazed by how detailed and complicated the card system in For All Times. Of course it's not as hardcore as those card battle like the Yu-Gi-Oh, which has like the small a save for each of the card effect, and you really need to go and understand how they work. In For All Times, the card battle makes quite simple, so you just need to have high output and of course try to maintain hit point or life point of all the cards. And here I'm trying to read all this description or all these skills. Each card had two unique skills of their own. Each skill has its own unique cooldown times. It's also related to their type, because some of the cards are the recovery type cards, some are the support card, and some of the group attack or single attack, so they have different types. And then you can see the bar below. This is like their special skill, the so-called limit break. So it's very important, and basically all the players trying to take advantage of this. You can see it's in the middle there. When the bar is filled, then you can release so-called the big skill, the special skill. It comes with some very cool effect also, and then it's usually the strongest or the best skill of the card. Yeah, and I'm trying to understand what this effects are, because I use auto battle all the time, so I just suddenly think that, hey, how about I try myself to understand how's the thing going. Yeah, so I'm trying to understand how to actually like navigate through the scene also. It's a bit laggy here, but you can still see the card effect. Yeah. I'm playing using the emulator, so it's easier for recording, but sometimes the thing can get a bit laggy. Yeah, but it's very cool. All the cards, each of the card has their own unique effect. You know, I don't know how these developers really go through make all this card effect and things, and it's so cool. And it comes with all their unique the sound clip, voice clip. Yeah, so it's very nice actually. In fact, I think this is one of my favorite part about For All Times, also try to see all the card effect. For the cards that I don't own, I of course go and try to borrow, or I try to go online to read through. I like this effect so much. It's so beautiful. It's very nice, and then it matches with the themes of each card. Yeah, and here I'm trying to see what I can do, because all the enemies are having quite little HP. But as you can see in the left top corner, usually we have 2 rounds, so this is just 1 round. So I do hope my cards can still push through the battles. Of course, in the teams we have 6 cards in the total. So even if your cards happen to have 0 hit point and being so-called like eliminated in a battle, you can have the next card in the queue to come out to do the battles. It's until your 6 cards all are down for good that you actually lost or fail the battles. And here, this is the second round. The second round usually comes with stronger enemy, obviously, and your cards are usually at the very fragile and vulnerable state already. Yeah, so that's why I have the cards, the recovery card, which has a big skill to try to keep everyone's hit point out. Yeah. Oh, by the way, the good thing about For All Times is that you can actually borrow a card. It's not necessarily from your friends. It can be from other people. So actually in our 6 cards, you have 5 of your own cards, and 1 of the cards can borrow other cards, and most people are very nice, so they've actually put out their high level card that you can borrow. And here you can see that my 2 cards already down for good, so now I have another cards in my queue to come out. The leftmost is the borrow card, the strongest card, so it is usually quite sustainable. So I should always put them on the leftmost side. The leftmost side will be the one to take actions in my own team, so they are usually the strongest, right? But sometimes they can take more damage as well. And here, yeah, some of my cards have some like the continue damage effect, something like poison effect. So yeah, I try to release the skills and try to see. But most of the skills actually have the probability, they have a lot of percentage going around. I think it's quite typical for card battle, so you are like gambling whether the effect takes effect or not. And what am I talking about? Yeah, whether the skills take effect or not. Yeah. So that's cool, and I'm trying to like read through all the special skills. Yeah, it's very cool actually. And all these voiceover clips are very nice. Yeah. Oh my god. This is a very difficult. I think this is for the resources part lah. So the battle can be a bit tough, but it's okay. We already have our the first batch of the cards already taking a lot of damage over the enemy. So now my newer cards, even though they are weaker, they can still manage to do enough output to hopefully end these battles in a good state. I believe them. I believe in those percentage. Even though my mathematics are not good, but I trust them. They can do it. They can do it. That's a good thing lah. So the games are not so cruel lah. They give you 6 cards, so yeah, so you can actually have enough output. But actually, it's a quite same for the battles that have 2 rounds. So basically, you have 6 enemies anyway. For those with 1 round, you just have 3 enemies. So it's just 1 round, then close already. Yep. The enemy also have their own the special skill. You can see the bar. So once they feel that they will come out with a very strong attack. Some are coming with some enormous state or enormous effect as well. Yeah, anyway, so this will be my last round, I guess. And I really like the card effect, so this is just a very short video of me showing off a bit of the card battles in For Autumn. This is really just a rambling video because I'm too excited for the announcement of the Taiwan server for Autumn. Yeah, and I'm really happy to see that more people get to play this game.